Hey everyone, it's me, Ben. Guess what I just did? I just did a statics quiz. What's that, you may ask? It's a quiz in my engineering technology degree program where we have to examine the forces acting on an object and try to solve for the unknown forces acting on that object. It's a bunch of physics stuff. Anyways, this is the third quiz that we've had to do for this class, and I just submitted essentially a blank sheet of paper. Why? Because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I did what I could, realized I don't know what I'm doing, took a picture, submitted a PDF, and now I'm essentially gonna have to cut everything out of my life so that I can go back to square one and see what gaps there are in my knowledge so that I can try and pass this course. Because I don't know how I'm gonna pass this course if I continue to submit blank sheets of paper in for these online submissions. I could have used ChatGPT to try and answer it, but I didn't because then I would trick myself into thinking I know what I'm doing and what I'm talking about or what I'm thinking. But I don't know what to even think for the first steps of these problems. So I had a conversation last Friday with the TA to try and address some of these issues. And essentially, I kind of already knew the answer to this, but she said, really, to get better at doing these problems, you just have to do more of them. But for me, I realized I can't even do the basic problems at this stage in the course. So I think I have to go back to the beginning and do what I didn't do before, which was all the simple problems first before trying to do the difficult problems. I just struggled in the past, I just struggled through the difficult problems and thought I knew enough to be able to struggle through the quizzes. And I did. I struggled through the first and second quiz, and that was okay. But this third quiz combined a lot of the stuff from the first two quizzes, except, well, not exactly, but the concepts are a bit more complicated. So you have to know the concepts really well. And I clearly didn't know the concepts well because I was stumped on the initial stages. I didn't know what to do. So my new game plan is like kind of how I did it today, except I'm gonna have to go more extreme. So I locked down my phone and my laptop so that on my laptop I could only use YouTube for a maximum of 4 times for 15 minutes. So if I wanted to, I could have used it for a total of an hour today. I didn't. So far, I've only used it for 2 hours today. It's 10:30, so I could use it 2 more times. But I think I might have to reduce that to like only 2 times that I can use YouTube on my laptop. I can't even use it on my phone. I've blocked that. Thankfully, I have the Opal app. It allows me to block a bunch of apps so that I don't get distracted. And so far, my screen time on my phone today has been pretty good. But I'm gonna have to go more extreme and continue this kind of lifestyle so that I spend more time solving the simple problems, working my way up to the medium problems, working my way up to the medium to hard or hard questions so that I have an idea of how to solve questions on the midterm, which is in 2 weeks. Because next week is reading week. Right now, I know crap. I want to use much more colorful language right now. But I'm, I'm right now. I look so disheveled. I'm not gonna add flavorful words and make myself look even more cracked. So I'm smiling slightly only because I'm screwed right now. But it's not the end of the world. I was gonna before the quiz, I made a little talking head video like this about how, oh, you just need to keep pushing forward and things are hard, but if you haven't tried everything, well then there's no excuse to give up because you haven't tried everything. I have not tried everything yet. So there's still hope. Um yeah, but the next 2 weeks are gonna suck. So here's to having a crappy next 2 weeks, but for the purposes of having learning gains in this course and the other 3 courses that I'm taking in this program so far for this term.